Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you today? Today we will talk about politics for beginners. So, what is politics? According to the dictionary, politics are activities associated with the governance of a country, of a city, or other area, especially the debates or conflicts between individuals or parties having or hoping to achieve the power, the influence in one society. So, firstly, it's important to introduce some important concepts around this term, such as the political systems, the idea of vote, the constitution, and other things like that. Okay? So, what is a political system? Political system is a kind of manage, a kind of administration in one society. The main political systems that we know is the democracy, the dictatorship, and the monarchy. The monarchy is when we have a queen or a king, like we can see in England with the Queen Elizabeth. Okay? Differently than what occurs in a dictatorship. As example, we can see the Nazist leader Adolf Hitler. He was a dictatorship. In a dictatorship, we have the censorship, the arm is next to the governance for a lot, and the arm is used to control the population. So people are not freedom in a dictatorship, okay? And finally, we have the democracy. The democracy is the political system in Brazil, okay? In democracy, looking for our country, just only people over 16 years old can vote during the elections, and these elections occurs every 4 years. People vote to elect their leaders, their politicians, such as the president or the mayor. Okay, so the vote is secret. It is other important point to talk today. And we have here three different political systems. They are the mainly point. Okay. So other important things to pay attention in the case of Brazil is that the idea of citizens. Who are citizens? Citizens looking for the constitution. But what is the constitution? The constitution is the book with the laws. So the citizens, the population, and the politicians are guided by the laws and constitution. The book of laws. In Brazil, this book is named the Constitution of the Republic Federative of Brazil. Okay? So we have the vote, we have the age to vote. Is not everybody in any age who can vote during the elections. The vote is secret. Nobody know who is your politician chosen. Nobody's know. It is secret. Differently, for example, what occurs in other countries when somebody can see who is your leader. Okay, so now we will talk about political and social beliefs, the idea of right and left. Okay, so imagine a line. Okay, imagine in your head one line. Now we will talking about social and politics beliefs. What people think during the elections, what it will influence during these elections. Imagine a line. We have the left, we have the right, and we have the middle. The middle is where are moderate people, and we have the extremes. Here is left, okay? In the extreme of left, ideological, we have the radical, and in the center of the left, we have the liberal, radical and liberal. In the middle, we have the moderate people. So now let's look for the right ideological. In the extreme, we have the reactionary people, and in the middle of the right, we have the conservative people. Okay, what are the difference between this? One, two, three, four, five different political beliefs. The extremes have one thing in common. What? The idea of one dictatorship. Why? When we are looking for reactionary people, we have the idea that people strongly defend new changes. For example, Adolf Hitler was a reactionary, but when we look for the left, the extreme left, we can see Mussolini. He was other dictator, but he was from left ideals. What liber what radical people believes? Radical people believes that new changes are necessary. We need change everything. So the extremes in our line is this. Not only the right have extreme, but also the right too. The right and the left. Okay, the extremes are the dictatorship. Adolf Hitler was from the extreme right, and Mussolini was from the left extreme. So extremes are dictatorships. In the middle, we have the moderate people. Moderate people know for a lot about politics, and this kind of social belief generally look for the context in now. Look for all context. So generally, usually people who are moderate people have this idea or of it depends what is the situation, it depends, I will judge. Okay, the extremes are dictatorship, the middle is formatted by the moderate people. Now let's see for the right and the left. The middle of the right, we have the conservative people. Conservative people want to back in the past and rescue some values, okay? Differently, what happened in the middle of the left. In the middle of the left, we have the liberal people. Liberal people believe in new change. They reject the past and are looking for new change. Okay? For you know better about this term, let's analyze our actual context. Who is our actual president? Is Lula. Lula is from the party named PT, and PT is formed by people from left ideologies, but they are not defending a dictatorship, and they are not from the middle, they are not moderate people, they are from the left. So Lula is a liberal people. Okay. Looking for the past, our ex-president in Brazil, who he was, Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro, he was not he was not believe in the left ideologies. He believed in the right. Okay, he was not a dictator, so it's important to know that he was not moderate too. He was not in the middle. So Bolsonaro was a conservative people. So imagine our line. We have the left, we have the right, we have the middle. In the extremes, we have dictatorships. As example of a dictatorship in the left, we have Mussolini in Italy. So, in other hand, we have Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was a dictator, but he was from the right, okay? In the middle, we have moderate people, and looking for this place, looking for the left, okay? We have the middle, we have radical people, and we have the liberal people. So we have Mussolini here, and we have Lula here. Lula is a liberal people. So looking for the other place, for the other, okay? In the extremism, we have a dictatorship. We have Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler looking for the right. Adolf Hitler was a dictator in Germany. And here we have conservative people. Conservative people are people who prefer the past, the traditional ideas, the traditional kinds of organization. So here we have Bolsonaro, and in the middle of our line we have moderate people. Moderate people know about the existence of the left and the right, but they prefer analyze the situation in general. Okay, so it was all for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and comment here. Goodbye.